completely deadpans, looks back and forth between the male and the female guest. Very well. Follow me. Seats you at a table in the back. Candlelight. Please let me know if you need anything else.
She smiles, will stand next to her chair, kind of looking at the chair and looking towards Verena.
Waiter walks up to you here in a second. Well, hello. Aren't you two having a lovely evening today? Well, I start you off with some wine. Perhaps loosen things up a bit.
Haven't even sat down, man.
The waiter looks at you and looks at the table. Is there a problem with the table, sir?
No, I'm just... I need to get over there, but you're in the way.
Waiter looks confused, but backs up and motions the way to the table that
Agonis is
Jeremiah
gonna like...
already tries to see you at.
Agonis is gonna like exaggeratingly walk around you, and then around her to the chair to pull it out. There we go.
She'll sit at the chair and scoot in.
And then, even though one side of the table is completely clear, he's going to go the other way to intentionally walk next to the waiter again. Excuse me. Sorry.
The waiter just completely doesn't respond and says, now, would you like some wine or would you need something stronger? For the lady, of course. You, sir.
Yeah. I think we'll start with a white and work our way into the reds.
Excellent choice. I'll be right back. He runs off and comes back with 2 small glasses of white. Well, these are the 2 options we have for this evening's. Please have a try, and I'll bring you whichever you prefer.
Oh, well, thank you. She'll take one of the white wine glasses at random. Take a small sip. Oh, this is perfect.
Excellent. 2 glasses?
Yes, please.
Very well.
She looks to Verena. Unless you have a preference.
I thought it was prohibited. That's what he said.
No.
No, no preference.
Very well. 2 glasses of the white. Runs off. You can see he's pouring 2 glasses. You can also see him kind of motioning to a little stringed ensemble in the back to kind of go and get closer to the table y'all are sitting at and start playing. Comes back with 2 glasses of wine just as the string quartet's getting over there and setting up. And, all right. Do you have any questions on the menu?
We'll be taking our time.
Very
that
well.
right?
I'll check on you. Please enjoy the music.
Thank you. She'll sip her wine and look to Verino, smirking slightly.
Waiters clearly watching them closely from a distance.
She'll say under her breath, "You are so uncomfortable, aren't you?"
Agonis is going to like spread with this big wide grin, and with like a real stiff mouth, he's just going to say, unbelievably. Just off the charts. I kind of want to pull my hair out.
Perfect. And she'll say perfect with an actual cat's purr. She'll nod to your wine. Follow my lead. She lifts it up. She'll kind of swirl it about in the glass, give it a sniff, and then we'll drink a very light sip of it. Takes a moment to kind of swish it around in her mouth and then gulps it down and breathes out. Oh, it's a very good white wine. It's a Pinot Gris, I think. Probably about 2 years old. You can really taste the sugars that are left after the whole process. It's a good one. It's got a little bit of a bitterness, so that tells you the alcohol's high. Go ahead and try it.
One second here.
And if you like, you can do a charisma performance roll if you had high society, but you don't.
Rogue.
Yeah, a low class one.
You don't remember that video on YouTube I keep mentioning?
Urchin background. Let's see. How busy is this place?
There might be like 1 or 2 other people or tables actually being attended to, but you're actually like on a section of the restaurant that has nobody else in it, just the 2 of you.
And a creepy waiter.
And a string quartet and perfect amount of lighting, and it is like the couples table. If you knew what that was.
Okay, so it's kind of semi-isolated from the rest of the restaurant.
Yes.
Can I give a glance just in this little privacy area? And are there any like what would be like a secret access door or escape door that would be, tuned for this little area?
Not that you see.
Okay, all right.
Unless you want to like stand up, start tapping the walls, etc.
Yeah, no, yeah, because that would be totally not suspicious.
Yeah,
Well, that might be in character.
true.
Maybe as you walk to the table, hey, just kind of randomly knocking on counters.
I'm kind of ushered into this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just did a visual inspection of the glass. Anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, actually, this is like ornate. Like this is the kind you'd look at and be like, maybe I'll steal that.
And this is in the rut.
Yeah. It's like crystal.
This is in the rut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we on the New Jersey end of the rut?
No, you're like in a hole in the wall Manhattan, suddenly expensive restaurant. And you're probably somewhere between the orphanage and Ancient Grains.
Waiter walks up again. Hello. Just wanted to check in on you. Would you like a refill on your wine? Perhaps an appetizer?
Amelie will turn to Verena.
We have some very, very tasty chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, well, those are wonderful. But clearly we will have those as dessert. I believe Verena was just now looking at the menu and determining our first course. Verena, did you have an idea? Was it the foie gras sliders, or would we do better with a butter lettuce salad?
God, you were killing me. I have eaten a dinner like this, and they're not that great.
So, I assure you, our food is magnifique.
You said the fooey grass. What was that?
Foie gras.
That. What is that? That sliders? It sounds like those tiny little burgers, like they serve over by the night place.
Dibblers?
No. Don't worry about it.
She will giggle and look up to
The
the
waiter
waiter.
looks clearly disgusted.
We'll do the foie gras.
Yeah,
Excellent choice.
that's what I
He
said.
runs off and puts it in.
She leans forward to Verena. That's duck liver. It is really, really tasty. Unfortunately, they pretty much torture the ducks in order to make it, but it is out of this world tasty.
Huh. I didn't
The
even
door
know
to the
you.
kitchen opens and you hear a duck screaming. And the door shuts and the sound goes away.
Tortured duck sounds foul.
Oh, jeez.
But
Wow.
Good man. Good man.
Someone falls through a window.
You should ask if you can put it on the bill.
Oh, Lord. 2
Once
points.
again, good man.
Somewhere in the city, the druid just starts crying for no reason.
I'm with that, I'm literally gonna go get another beer, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, I need 30 seconds.
I think everybody needs.
I'll be here all night.
I mean, puns are the utmost, like the highest form of humor.
It's true.
It's pretty much a staple of our game too.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen some of the names of our restaurants in other buildings?
They're phenomenal. They're all excellent.
Some of the names we've had to make up. Like the awful waffle.
Admittedly, we had the waffle of death for how many years?
The chaos waffle.
Probably the best mode of transportation of all time.
Yep, it definitely was.
As long as you weren't afraid of flying.
Maglev for the win. How fast do you want to go? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to ram this up Manticore's ass?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Did it
essentially
do
a Gauss
anything?
rifle.
No.
A big
It
garden-sized
slightly
Gauss
annoyed
rifle.
it.
Well, it did technically, I guess, pin it to the wall.
Yeah, it carried him
Yeah,
all the
until
way
it
across
got
the garden.
summoned by a orb.
No, the orb was first. Then
Oh,
we
yeah.
slammed the waffle into the dragon.
And it sent it flying off and pinned it to the wall of the entire garden.
I like to think we saved the world.
With the awful.
I would too, but the problem is we also called it. So it's another one of those
I mean,
things
it
like,
was in
yeah,
the
we
garden
saved
doing
the
its
world,
own thing too, anyway.
I'm back.
but it's like it's one of those things that another scenario of we started an apocalypse and managed to stop it. I don't know if that's like half points or
To
something.
be fair,
To be fair,
To be fair. Thaddios is like, what the fuck is going on?
Letterkenny. I know what
Oh,
Letterkenny is.
then why didn't you join in?
Right?
yeah, really.
Because
Yeah.
I'm playing another game.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter.
It's
Let's get at her.
multiplayer, Mom. I can't pause.
Well, fuck you, Shorzy.
Ah, Shorzy.
It's fucking embarrassing.
How are you now?
Good on you.
Getting you.
Oh yeah.
Don't talk about Letterkenny too much. I've only seen up to the point where he's dating the French girl and then the bad thing happens. And then I haven't seen after it. I'm like a season behind or something.
It's like 10 seasons behind, sir.
Oof,
Is
good
it?
play, bro.
That's pretty far back, dude.
I'm
That's
pretty sure, yeah. That's
Well,
like
don't
season
spoil it for me.
3 or 4 or
I don't
something.
think it's just a bunch of spare parts.
You're all a bunch of spare parts.
All right.
Listen, if I'm anyone from that show, I'm the dude the swinger dude who's him and his wife keeps trying to get everyone to come over for pool parties.
Wait,
For
are
a
you saying
hot
you're
tub.
racist?
Is he racist?
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to be him then.
It's too late. You're him.
Also, spoilers.
McMurray, dude.
McMurray.
I didn't know McMurray was racist. Now I feel even worse.
Miss
that-
McMurray?
Is it really a spoiler?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think it's a spoiler.
I don't know how I missed it then.
Maybe they didn't make it a big deal until like later on. I didn't remember it being later on rather than earlier, but I don't keep track too much of when shit happens in it.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair,
All right, moving
did I
on.
do it right?
Moving on. Shush. Amelie will look to Verino. I'm wondering what your next move is.
Well, if the appetizers go south, I'm thinking I'll probably break for the window and do a diving roll into the street.
Like if the advertisers are bad?
Why, are you still here? I thought you went to go get the food.
No.
Wrong guy.
I already ate.
So you make a break for it. That's your backup plan.
Hold on. I have to pause this. But I look in game notes.
Link it to me. I don't have game notes.
You do. You just have to expand out all the shit you minimized.
No.
Big deal.
I don't want to do it.
It's okay, just follow the red thing. They did it. The
I
madmen did it.
I don't have that channel, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're definitely in it.
You can see users who have access because they appear in the list.
Well, if you ping me, I don't see it. What? I don't know how to use Discord.
You might have it suppressed.
Scroll down.
Why
It's
would
called Cal's Game Notes.
Why would you mute us?
It's in the safe for work social chatters sub tab.
Oh, I see. I have that channel.
Yes, you do.
They finally they didn't give him a face. Oh god. Oh, that's him just with makeup. I get it.
Yeah.
They have a trailer.
They do have a trailer.
Hold on a second.
But on that note, I'm also gonna get out of here because it's like 10:30. Good night, fellows and ladies.
Right?
Good idea.
Alright.
Night.
Good night.
Fucking McMurray.
They don't have anybody from the original cast in there other than Jared.
Admittedly, he also played Shorzy in Letterkenny, so that's why you never see Shorzy's face.
Okay, back to scene. Keep losing my track because there's all this
Letterkenny.
fucking-
All this Letterkenny going on.
Yeah. I didn't. I wasn't asking about your next move for escaping. I was asking uh, what you were thinking about for the next course.
Oh. Roast beef or chicken, is it?
The line above that on the menu, the soups. You have a
Soups.
choice.
Soup. Okay. Oh, it's vegetable.
Okay. Safe.
But vegetables safe.
Vegetable soup is a safe choice.
Okay. Okay. He barely read it. He just kind of read it out loud and then went with it.
The first item on the list. I choose A.
And the next one, also A.
Scantron, just A straight down the line.
A's right down the road.
Now you gotta dial down the center.
Oh, C, 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 C.
Start doing a
Yeah.
diagonal, back and forth,
A, B, C, D, E.
and then back. TCBA. She will slowly, finish up her white wine and share the foie. So, who are you chasing?
Well, that's the $1 million question. I don't know who he is. I know kind of what he looks like, and I know what he's pushing.
Okay. And why are you so enamored with him?
Well, enamored's not really the word.
You seem passionate about it.
Well, kinda. There's a bit of a personal stake in it. It's the fact that let's just say he's essentially committing crimes against an entire race.
She'll take a bite of foie gras. I really hope it's not duck.
Well, you told me that was duck.
No, I meant the crime against the race.
Oh, no, it's not duck. But imagine this. Imagine that instead of the duck, they just served the wings and discarded the rest.
Her eyes will light up a little bit as the waiter approaches.
Agonis will be kind of stoic here, because this was kind of a heavy note.
Waiter runs up again. So, how's the foie gras?
Vegetable soup.
She will giggle. The foie gras was excellent, but I think we're ready for the next course.
Excellent. What can I bring you?
She'll look to Verino.
Vegetable soup.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, excellent. Yes, it'll be right up. Runs off. Comes back about 90 seconds later with 2 steaming hot bowls of vegetable soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was.
Mm-hmm. And a little good soup followed by a little OK symbol with the fingers.
And then Italian hand gesturing, and then back to the soup.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that they ripped the wings off?
Yes.
And that's their source of their magic powers.
Correct.
Do you know what they do with them after that?
Most of the time they're discarded. If they survive.
And the ones that survive?
They get moved.
She'll set her spoon down and dab her lips. The ones that survive are dressed up as little dolls for the children of the nobles to play with. And she'll pick her spoon back up and continue her vegetable soup.
Agonis will take a real hard swallow. And he's like kind of like fist squeezing his spoon. And it's more or less digging into the table beneath his fist. So yeah. I want to bring that down.
She nods. Well, I'd love to help, but I fear you're trying to play, what is that game they call whack-a-mole? And you're going after all the little ones. But I think where you really should be spending some time is figuring out who's funding all this. And that's where I'm trying to get in. What about the third course? The main course. Have you looked at that?
Chicken or roast beef?
She'll sit up in her chair Verino, if we're going to go after these people, I really need you to do your homework and be ready, because they'll be able to see through you, but we have to get very close. She will pull out a piece of paper from her purse and will unfold it and settle it in front of you. And it looks to be like a fancy envelope with a invite to apparently some kind of ball.
This is the one that I saw in the paper.
Uh-huh.
The waiter comes up. So, are we ready for the next Oh, I see you're going to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. That's wonderful.
She'll smile and swipe up the invite. Yes, we'll be attending a function. It would be very nice. We will have the prime rib for the two
Oh,
of us.
would you like to change to the Pinot for the wine?
Of course.
What?
So raise a hand
Pinot
to
Noir. It's a
Verino.
excellent
Hey,
wine that
watch
goes
your
much
mouth,
better with
buddy.
red
That's
meat.
pretty filthy language you're using around here. I'm trying to eat my frigora.
She'll try to be focused, but will have a difficulty holding back a giggle.
This stuff.
Sir, you have vegetable soup in front of. Actually, you ate all of the soup. The foie gras was the first course.
Oh.
You've eaten it, and I've already cleared those dishes.
Well, then, I was trying to eat what was left in the bowl.
Yes. Well,
there was some at the time.
As you can see, there's nothing left in the bowl. So
There was at the time, though.
Oh.
There was a carrot.
Of course, sir. Of course. Let me get that wine, and I will get the prime rib out for you. It'll be a few minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry to
Waiter
interrupt. Quick question for you all. Is it a certain ball that Levi has mentioned to the party, questioning about before or not?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember if I don't think Agonis, Jedi, was actually here when I asked the last time about that.
Who knows? Tune in
No, he
next week.
wasn't.
Okay.
I have no idea. Perhaps.
But I remember, yeah, that's when you met a certain redhead in a chariot, right?
I'll PM you, Jedi. I just want to make sure.
Well, I mean, whenever we get together, we'll figure out.
Got it.
We share information. Like spies.
Mm-hmm.
Super spies.
As the waiter leaves, she will pull the piece of paper back out, clearly taking better attention to ensure that no prying eyes get to see it the next time. And will point it out to him. This is in 3 weeks, and I need a date, and you're that date. And I need you.
I'll have to check my calendar, but I'll put in a word with my assistant and see if I've got some free time to break away for that. Yeah, okay.
Okay. You have 3 weeks to clean up. And we've got to get you to figure this out. She waves her hand at the table. Like all of it, like the way you're sitting right now and the way that you're lifting the glass and how you deal with people who approach. Not everybody's here to kill you.
Well,
most of
them are.
Not in that area. They don't really. It's below them.
Hang on.
It's a very weird way of thinking of it.
You mean to
But
tell me that if I walk into a noble's ball, there's nobody in there that wants to kill me? Is that what you're saying?
oh, they first off will be trying to figure out who you are,
So that they
and
can kill me.
so that they can decimate you. They don't just kill their competition. They take out their families. They
I'm an orphan.
eradicate them financially and then leave them in ruins and then ensure that they actually have to persist in that ruin for all time. They will torture people through the knowledge of what they don't have anymore. And
Hmm.
they are very good at taking things from others. It is much how landing itself works, the inner workings of landing. You ever seen other parts of the city?
I've seen all of it.
I doubt you've ever been in Upspin.
I
They
have
don't.
been through Upspin.
You have?
Yes.
Hmm.
Flashbacks of pickpocketing in the back of his mind.
Uh, actually, you would not have gotten access to Upspin.
Oh, really? Oh.
Correct. Out
Okay.
of character wise, it is the one quadrant of the city that none of this group has actually been in.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm totally fucking bluffing then.
Okay, then. Give me a performance roll.
Performance?
Deception roll.
I was going to say, I'm not acting. I'm lying.
All right.
And I'm getting away with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you know then that it is important for us to be able to attend this ball, to get access, to be able to listen, to find a lead. And then we'll be able to make much better moves at figuring out who is behind this horrendous torture of these little people.
Right. So you want me to learn how to eat the
Fogua.
that, and you want me to learn how to sit in the chair and eat with the silver stuff?
Yes, to eat with the silver stuff.
I can't eat with my hands?
No.
I mean, I'm already using my hands to hold the thing. Why not just use your hands? All right, all right. Is there, what, like a class to take on this? I don't think I can just walk into a ballroom, fresh out of the gutter.
One second. She raises her hand and she calls to the waiter.
Oh, yes, madame. What can I assist you with? I see you need rather a lot of it.
Jeremiah, I think we're ready to have a discussion.
Oh, yes. Do you need the private room?
Yes, let's move to the private room.
The private room?
Very well. Jeremiah motions to somebody back behind, and you see the 2 plates of prime rib and glasses of red wine are redirected from their path to your table to a back hallway. Please follow me. No need to bring anything. It will all be reset for you. Leads you, back to the back down a hallway that goes kind of beside the kitchen to a private room that's well out of the way.
She
There's
will
a
have
small table set up. It's not set quite as fancy as the ones out front, but it's perfectly acceptable. And you have a nice warm plate of bloody prime rib and a glass of wine.
in the midst of that transit. She will have kind of snatched her own glass and will sip it. And she will, walk into the room and stand next to the table. Verena, please have a seat. Jeremiah here is one of the best instructors when it comes to learning high society and understanding proper etiquette, not only the way of eating, but how to dress, how to address someone, body language, all these things. And he's learned a very sly way in being able to incorporate our ways into their ways. How to, let's say, adjust our language of gestures and such into much more fluid motions when we're eating and when we're standing about or even dancing. Do you dance?
So I move pretty good with a sword or a knife or a dagger.
She'll turn to Jeremiah. We'll have to get Susie to help him on that too. More than likely by day, classes on etiquette, and understanding how to eat, understanding how to speak, etc. At night, we'll have proper classes on dancing. She'll turn to Verena.
Okay, all right, hang on. I just have one question.
What?
This is obviously well organized.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you people? I'll tell you what, I'll even make you a deal. You tell me that, I'll give you my real name.
She smirks. Oh. Wow, such a big deal. Our name for your name?
Yes.
What if I already knew your name?
Well, then you have the upper hand.
She nods. Yes, I do. You'll learn it over time.
Okay, well, then if you know my real name, you can call me my real name.
Okay. Do you still go by Captain?
I don't really have anything to captain.
That's a shame.
But the crew calls me captain. I don't really care.
Well, Agonis.
Shit.
It's pertinent that we include you into this. And I'll be frank, you have some friends that could be useful if things were to head south. It may even be slightly comical if they were to head south, but that's not my hope or intent. I'm mostly just looking for information. And we will do that. The rest, if anyone else were to join us, will be solely for fun and sidecar. Although you may want to be really cautious with hanging out with Texas Rangers that often. I suspect you're probably being watched much more than you're watching. But that's just a side effect for us to deal with, not the main concern. But we will do dancing lessons at night. We will do the rest by day. And in 3 weeks, we will be a him and her couple attending the ball.
Well,
We
you did
will
buy me
have
dinner.
we'll have new identities prior to then. And we'll make sure, given you're quite capable of having a fake name, having a third probably won't be too much of a stretch for you.
Whoa, wait now. Hold on. You want me to take on a whole third fake name?
Yes.
That's a lot of responsibility. Hold on. I might be having a panic attack. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I can handle fake names. No worries.
Good. Are you in and willing to participate in this? Of course, if you were to share any information about this, we might have some challenges, and I wouldn't want the organization to have challenges. You will, of course, gain personally from this activity.
Okay. Let me see if I understand this. Germs here is going to teach me how to be fancy.
She nods.
Mags is going to teach me how to dance.
She nods with a smirk.
And then you and I are going to the ball to chase a lead to find who at the top is really pulling the strings.
She nods.
Agonis will kind of slowly grin. Oh, yeah. I'm in.
Great. She'll nod to the table and the prime rib. Shall we eat?
Hell yeah.
Dinner finishes up. She and you will kind of part ways. Her persona shifting again to the nurse as she gets to the streets, and she heads
Is
towards.
this like an illusory disguise that she's changing?
No, pure skill mostly.
Oh,
In that you just, it's kind of like she shrugs her shoulders and just starts.
like changes a fold of fabric and it's like a different color dress or something like that.
No, it really, when she gets out onto the road, it's, she puts a robe back on and kind of covers up.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
That's really, if anything, but it has more to do with, like, she changes her accent. The way she speaks is a little bit more low, rut level persona, and just the lowly maid kind of, thing, and heads back towards the orphanage.
Okie dokie.
Um, Jeremiah will also, at the last, will share with you basically a place and time, not this restaurant, but a different place and time to return to the next morning to start lessons. Somewhere in the grind.
We'll put it on the calendar.
Okay. Flipping to Aleen.
Row.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna change this up a bit. Sent text. Aleen, you're at the red tent. It's late night. You're in the middle of a table dance for this one single fat, smelly guy with glasses and somewhat balding. He's been tossing money at you. Basically a handful of coins are all at your feet. Very lucrative at this table for you. And, money's flowing. So, hey, whatever.
Flaunt it.
Make a flaunt roll.
Yeah, right. I don't think I have the
You didn't take the twerking subskill?
twerking skill, no.
I mean, I took the taco rolling subskill.
There's a commotion at the table next to you as Sprocket runs up.
Excuse me, I'm just looking for Miss Aleen. We need Miss Aleen. She's getting ready to go on stage. I need to find her. I need to find her right now. Oh, hey, Aleen, we need you on stage. I don't have a watch. I don't know why I'm looking. 2 minutes, maybe less. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it's just like normal. Slow down.
Oh, but I can't slow down because I have to get to you, and I have to get you on stage, and then I have to get back to the back, and then I have to get the stuff ready. I need to go get the stuff ready. Will you be on stage?
Hey, little lady, I'm having a dance right now, and I don't need any of that. They can all wait. This pretty thing is doing me a favor.
Hi, sir. Nice to meet you. My name's Sprocket. I don't necessarily like being called little lady, but I see that you're trying to be nice about it, so it's fine. But however, the thing is that she has a job she has to do, and I always have a job I have to do, and part of my job is to come tell her that she has to do her job, so that we both don't get in trouble. Because if she gets in trouble, then she can't do this anymore for you, and that would be bad, right?
Oh, well, we wouldn't want her to be in trouble so she can't do the job.
Exactly. So all she has to do is do the thing on stage, and then she can come right back here if she wants to. And after that, she's perfectly fine.
All right. Well, if she goes, then I'll be lonely. So, you could take her spot.
Oh, see, I'm not one of the dancers. Just not my thing. Not graceful at all. It'll be awful. You don't want to see that. But what I do is I do all like the cool lighting and the little like fireworks stuff in the background. And if I'm not there to do that, then when she does her dance, you can't see her properly, and you don't get the cool sparkle effects, which makes it like boom, right? hopefully no actual boom, because that would be a little bit scary, and then everybody would have to. That won't happen. I promise. I think. But yeah, I can't stay here. There might be somebody else nearby who could come hang out with you for a little bit, and then when Aleen comes back, then if she wants to stay, she could stay, or she can go back to what she was doing, and then you could have Aleen do her dance thing.
Damn, you talk a lot. Why don't you
Yeah.
find me a pretty young thing, Aleen? That was your name, right? I didn't need names, right? You just got face and body. You go, waddle on off and do your thing, and send me a backup.
I have someone just in mind. I will be back. They will be back, and I will do my thing.
Cue Levi.
Cue the Levi.
Levi has not gone back to
Oh,
the
he's
red
not
tent.
sleeping yet.
Also, Levi no longer stays with you
No, I think
in the
Levi
same
is.
place.
Yeah, it's very awkward when Levi and Aleen are together. I'm sure.
The smell of that apartment.
Oh,
It's not that
whatever. It
Levi
was
actually slept.
ransacked. So you guys didn't investigate it very well.
Okay, great. I'll be backstage if you need me. Okay, bye.
Aleen will head back and send out Bambi towards said Texas man.
Texas man is all happy.
Is Texas man named Donnie?
Happy Texas man.
Who knows? Maybe.
Then she does not send Bambi. Sends Amber hurting.
Just tells the lady he used to be president.
Kind of looks very Donnie-ish. But we move on. So Aleen takes center stage. Song, dance, fireworks, a lot of spinning. Dance ends. Night continues. And as things begin winding down late night, everyone takes their cut. The girls start heading home. Aleen, where would you typically go, or where would you go after a night at Red Tent?
Probably just another one of the other bars. Like, are they all closing down, or is there like a couple that are just winding down?
All depends on how late. So,
So if we're closing down, then I'm pretty sure, like, just if there's something opened up that maybe a couple of the other dancers would head out over to, I'll head down there for like a wind down drink or something, or even just stay at the Red Circus.
okay, yeah, people sit at the bar at Red Circus tent, or next door.
Yeah, so we'll probably just hang out at the Red Circus tent and just kind of drink away till the morning comes. Chat.
Okay. Where's Sprocket?
Depends on if she has another job she has to go to.
College?
Well, so I
Same
guess
day.
this is the question. Given the conversation Sprocket had with Agonis in Purgatory, her third shift job per se, what would she be doing with that now?
Well, she's not taking any more of those transport jobs. She said she wouldn't.
Okay.
Are there any other sorts of jobs that would be posted down in Purgatory that would be easy for a gnome?
Well, there was one. Someone grabbed it off the board.
God.
Nope, that would have been ignored anyway.
Would it have?
But it'd be easy for a gnome.
It would be easy for a gnome, and she would not have taken it. That seems awfully suspicious.